after that step. Can you just describe how tough this stretch has been and what it feels like to emerge from it the way you guys have?
It was a challenge, man. It was a challenge, and we've known it's been a challenge for quite a while. That being said, there's only one way you beat a challenge. You just take it head on, man. And I got a lot of love for Coach Reed and the way he's challenged us throughout this process, these last 3 games, and how he's challenged us all year. We don't get 15 wins without the leadership of that guy right there. So it's a lot to do with Coach Reed and his ability to get us right.
Did you look over to Coach Reed before the celebration on the touchdown?
No. I knew the score, and I knew that my guy Harrison had my back on the field goal. So it's just it's showing Tony some love, and just a big tribute to who he's been in this, not only this organization, but who he's been for football. And we know how iconic it was that he would dunk the ball over the goalpost all the time. And I gave my best effort. I don't know if I did it quite like him, but I gave it a run.
Travis, to secure a 1 seed for this team, like you said, 15 wins after this stretch, what does it take for this team just going forward, and also just the resolve of the team to get that?
I mean, it's just checking another goal off the list. Win the division, get the first seed, so we get that first round bye. And every game that we play has to come through Arrowhead. And we have a lot of pride in doing that year in, year out. I think Coach Reed, I just mentioned it, he's the best at challenging us every single week and getting us right and ready to play. And I think it's an honor to be the number 1 seed, but at the same time, we know from last year anybody can beat somebody anywhere. So it's just being focused, knowing that we got to be smart with the time that we have and finish this thing off.
Travis, you guys have had that first round bye before, of course. You ever felt like you needed it quite like you need it this year?
Not really. I mean, every year is different. Every year is unique. I kind of just take it week by week, as it comes. And obviously, we set those goals early in the season to get that number 1 seed and have everybody come to Arrowhead. But I really don't think this year is any different in terms of needing it.
You feel like the passing game is turning a corner here, so to speak?
Yeah, I think right now the entire team is playing, lights out. I think we're playing very complimentary football. We're getting turnovers. Pat's playing his tail off. Guys like Xavier are really coming into view here and showing everything that he has. You can see him get more and more comfortable every single week. And obviously, every time Hollywood catches the ball, it's just a burst of energy because we missed that guy a lot.
What is it like? What's the difference having Hollywood back on for the entire offense?
Man, I was watching him in practice when he first got back. I was like, that's it. That's the guy. We missed that guy. And it's just been fun having him. His energy's up. He's a guy that fuels you throughout the week, and he's a swag champ, man. He's one of those guys that just you could feel his presence when you're out there on the field with him.
Travis, more week when it comes to guys like Mike Caliendo and Joe Toon. What have their contributions during the stretch? Obviously, these 3 games in the last 11 days. What has that done for the offense, and what's it like watching them work in tandem in a way that probably wasn't expected this season?
Yeah, Joe Tooney's one of the best offensive linemen in the league. And Cali came in when he moved to tackle and has just filled his role perfectly and beautifully. And it's just it's awesome to see this team grow throughout the year. And that's exactly what we've done. A lot of love needs to be given to Coach Andy Heck, that offensive line room. He's been able to get those guys playing better and better as the year goes on. And right now, I mean, Pat's looking pretty comfortable back there, and it's because those guys up front are playing physical and they're playing really well and playing in sync. And the biggest thing, and it's fun to play next to those guys for sure. They're the heartbeat of the team.
Travis, like you said, every season's different. The journey of this season has had a lot of sort of quirky things, but also you guys steadily becoming who you are. Can you just describe what it's been like to get to this point for the team and for yourself where you are now?
It's fun building the chemistry of a team. I can look back on a lot of the teams that we had success on, and those were the most fun teams to be on. You could feel it in the building, and right now it's such a blast coming in and going to work with the guys that we have, and it's more unique and more different than any year I've ever been a part of because of the way we've won and how we've had to keep focusing on getting better, knowing we were coming away with wins. So it's just the chemistry is at an all-time high right now, and I'm excited that we found a way to get the number 1 seed, and we're going in the playoffs playing our best football.
And just the arc of your own season, it's been a lot of different things. You've
I mean, I'm happy with my role right now. I'm out here helping this team win football games. We got a lot of good tight ends. We got a lot of wide receivers that are getting open, that are doing great things with the football, and Pat's playing at his best going into the playoffs. So it's a year a little bit different than others, but it's still a blast coming in every single day.
Thanks, Travis.
Have a good one, guys. Merry Christmas.
Especially after this 11-day grind.
Yeah, no, I mean, it showed the toughness of the team, and I think we got better as obviously the games went on, and so the guys they're mentally tough and they're physically tough, and we played some really good football teams, some hard fought battles, and the guys came away with 3 wins. So getting that number 1 seed is important. It's like winning the playoff game, and so I was happy to get that done.
You have some sense of, for lack of a better term, peaking at the right time?
Yeah, that's what you want to do. I mean, obviously we feel like we can continue to get better and better, but obviously we're playing, especially offensively, our best football at the end of the year and getting guys healthy, and we're excited for it. We're going to keep working. This isn't the end. This is just the beginning, and we'll continue to work to get even better as we go into the playoffs.
Patrick, this is obviously not the first time you had that first-round playoff bye, but have you ever felt like you needed it, quite like you needed it this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be nice getting guys healthy. I mean, I think this was the earliest bye I've ever had just in general, and so to kind of have this grind of whatever it is. I think we had by like week 6, so it's like almost 10 weeks of just football and grinding, and then this short schedule at the very end of the year. We had some guys banged up, and to get them back healthy now, and we'll see how week 18 goes and who plays and who doesn't play. That's up to coach. But even getting this little break, getting back healthy, and then getting ourselves ready to go for the playoffs, it was super important, especially with the guys that we had banged up.
Given the fact you're going to get a bye or in the first round, do you feel like it's necessary that you play some at least next week?
That's completely up to coach. I mean, I'll prepare regardless either way. I mean, Denver, I mean, it's probably going to be a playoff team regardless, so I'm going to prepare for them like I'm going to start. And if coach wants me to go out there and play, I'll go out there and play. And if he doesn't, I'll sit back. I have full trust that Coach Reed knows what he's doing, and he's done it for a long time.
Patrick, can you take us through the flick to Samaje and what you saw?
Yeah, no, he was. I was running, and I was kind of. I get in that position sometimes where I fake that pitch, and he fell. He got thrown down, and I was going to run, and then I saw him, and I was like, if I can just pitch it to him, if he gets up, it'll be right to him, and. It's pretty funny because, I mean, he made a heck of a play, being on your back and then coming back around and making that catch. But he's been a great player for us this entire year, pass protecting, running the football, and catching the football, and it's been a big addition to this offense.
Was he on the ground when you threw it?
Oh, yeah, he was on the ground still, but I just knew if I got it high enough that he was just wide open. So I was like, it's the only chance. It was either that or take the hit, and I was like, I'll just give him a chance to make a play, and he made it.
Patrick, the very next play is the deep shot to Justin. How much do you feel like that opens because of Xavier and Hollywood both being on the field at the same time?
100%. The play was actually called to those 2 guys. And so as I went through my reads, Trav, first off, made a great block on the blitzing nickel across the formation, and then the offensive line protected well, and I stepped up, and I was looking at Xavier and Hollywood, and you could feel the safety push, and I was kind of give a peek out to J. Watt, and he had stacked his corner, and I put it out there and let him make a play, and I was happy for him. I mean, this is home for him, and to be able to make a couple plays, get a touchdown, it's always special to get a touchdown back in your home state.
2 obviously good offensive weeks back-to-back against 2 good pass defenses. Is it coincidence that it's coincided with Hollywood coming back?
Yeah, I think we built up to the perfect spot. I mean, we've gotten better and better. Before Hollywood got in here, Xavier started playing better, being more confident. I got a better chemistry with him. Other guys that stepped up started making plays, and then it's like you throw Hollywood in there, and it kind of sets everybody perfectly in their roles. And you saw that today. I mean, I don't know the exact stats, but it seemed like we spread the ball around really well, and guys made plays. And when you have that many weapons out there, it's hard for defense to account for. And Hollywood's made a huge impact on this offense.
Patrick, what did it mean to you to have Travis break those records today?
Yeah, I was extremely excited. I've been trying to get him a touchdown for the last few weeks, and I wanted to do it at Arrowhead. That's why that play that Xavier almost caught last week where I was trying to throw it to him, and obviously that didn't happen, but I was happy that we got it done in the regular season, and now we can just play football. I mean, he's done so much for this organization, and on and off the field, and for him to have the career that he's had has been special. And so I know at the end of the day he wants to win the ring more than anything, but it's awesome that he can have that accomplishment.
And what's it like having Andy show up in the full Santa gear in there? I don't think you've seen that before since you've been here, have you?
I believe my first year maybe when I was not starting, he might have done it, but he fits the role perfectly. He's getting kind of skinny though. Like he's kind of getting skinny for the Santa. So we gotta maybe, it's good for his health. So he'll be a skinny Santa from now on.
You mentioned during the week, but just
mind at all, whether it was after the game or anything?
Not really, honestly. I know we wanted to win, just because we wanted to have this break, and we wanted. Whenever you have the long break, even if you're playing week 18, you don't want to sit on that loss. You don't want all those days off of a loss, and so we were able to get that win. That's a good football team, a playoff football team, and a great environment. And so getting that win, getting off your feet a little bit, but preparing for another good football team coming up, and then try to build that momentum into the playoffs.